You're listening
You're listening
to another episode
of the Fresh Takes
podcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome back to another episode of Tank Sauce. That's right, it's Friday evening, Friday night, whatever day you all want to listen to this, but the episodes come out Friday afternoon, Friday evening on Eastern Standard Time. So, yeah, last week I was a little under the weather, and I do apologize. I couldn't make it the actual podcast, and I could not make Tank's Thoughts. So, I do apologize to my fans, my family, my friends, anybody that ever watches this. But don't forget, every Tuesday we drop a new episode of the Fresh Takes podcast, and usually we drop Tuesdays and Wednesdays because we have a longer video. Every Thursdays around noon Eastern Standard Time, the Power Rankings by Pat also get dropped, and then every other Sunday you get to see good old Tim's face on testing Tim's knowledge. And I'm pretty sure a couple of days ago, or almost a week ago, on Sunday, we had a testing Tim's knowledge. And go out and check those videos. But let's get right down to tonight's business. And I dropped a small hint. If it's about my favorite sports team. Y'all are probably automatically thinking of Dallas Cowboys, but I will get farther down the road on Dallas Cowboys. But tonight, it is the Miami Heat. It's my all-time favorite NBA basketball team. And what is it? I'm going to give you the top 10 of my favorite Miami Heat players. First, we're going to go ahead and get the honorable mentions out of the way. Then we'll drop it into number 10, work our way up to number 2, and I'll recap the 2 through 10 list. And then we'll shoot it over to two lovely faces, Pat and Tim, to give us their honorable mentions. And then we'll hit my number 1 before we leave you all with yours truly telling you I love you all. But let's get right into it. My honorable mentions for the Miami Heat players are none other than Tyler Hero, Andre Iguodala, and unfortunately, I don't like him, but I liked him on. I didn't even really like him on the team, but I liked him because he brought championships to Miami Heat, and that's good old LeBron James. I don't like LeBron personally. I feel he has always had to get teams stacked up so he can always win championships. I'm not going to down the guy because he did bring championships to Miami Heat. Other than that, let's get right into it. Number 10. Number 10 is good old number 7, Penny Hardaway. He was only with the Miami Heat, I want to say 2007. I'm pretty sure it was 2007. Might have been 2006. It was the last season he played, I'm pretty sure. Wow, I can't even think about it. And this is my own team. Wow, I'm having brain farts, and I'm sorry, guys. But Penny Hardaway at number 10. Number 9. Number 9, good old number 33, Alonzo Mourning. See, I liked Alonzo Mourning. He's a really good player. I felt like he was a good, hard played the ball really well and played the game very well. So that's why he's at number 9. Number 8. Number 8 is good old number 34, Ray Allen. See, I liked Ray Allen when he was up there in Boston Celtics, and then he came down to Miami Heat, and I just liked him. He was really good out there on the arc for 3 points, and I don't really have any issues with the guy. I mean, I don't know any of these people personally, but I really enjoyed him out on Miami Heat. So shout out to number 8 for being Ray Allen. Number 7's good old number 1. Now, he's not number 1 on my list. He's number 1 jersey was good old Chris Bosh. I love Chris Bosh, being a taller guy. He was just a good guy. He was a good player, I felt, for the team, and he helped where help needed to be helped. So, number 6. Number 6, actually, it was one of my favorite basketball players. So I kind of followed him around, from the league team to team to team. Then he kind of, when he got to Miami, I don't know why I stuck with Miami. I followed him continuously, but I stuck with Miami. So number 6 is none other than Shaquille O'Neal. Good old number 32, big guy, very knowledgeable, very smart with his money. The guy's an entrepreneur, and he knows what he's doing. And he came into the league and made a splash and made it kind of like around, like kind of base it around him. He fed the players. Um, he did great. He was a wonderful guy. So I liked Shaquille O'Neal. So big props out to Shaquille O'Neal. If he listens to this, dude, would love to talk to you, get you one on one, maybe even shoot you over here to the Tank Salts or the Fresh Takes podcast, and maybe get you on one time. But number 5. Number 5 is good old number 13, Bam. I know I'm gonna butcher his name now. Deb Bio. Bio. I know I probably butchered it, and I don't know what it is. My brain has been fried out. My son did have a birthday party over the weekend, so I think probably the cake is probably getting to my head now with all the unwrapping of the presents, putting presents, the toys away, clothes away that he got for his birthday. So big shout out to Titan for turning 4 years old. Happy birthday to my son. Other than that, Bam at number 5. I feel like he kind of resembles a Shaquille O'Neal almost. So that's why he's at number 5. Number 4. Number 4 is good old number 22 for Jersey wise. And now he's emo and his hair is straighter than straight. But it is none other than Jimmy Butler. So I like Jimmy Butler. He's I feel like one of the newer faces of the Miami Heat. Because the true face I feel of the Miami Heat was higher on my list. But Jimmy Butler, you're at number 4. I could not keep you off the list, and I couldn't put you any higher, but I couldn't put you any lower. But Jimmy, please bring us another ring. I know you have it in you. So that's it. For number 3. Number 3 is number 15, Mario Chalmers. See, Mario, another person. I feel like Mario and Jimmy were right there. It was really tough putting who to put at 3 and 4, but Mario Chalmers, he deserved the number 3, I guess. So if I could actually have a tie, I'd put both Jimmy and Mario at number 3. But yeah, I like the guys. Number 2. Number 2 is good old number 40 for the jersey number. And he recently just retired. And I was really, really hoping we could make his retirement a memorable way to go out with a ring. Unfortunately, Miami Heat didn't get the ring, but it's okay. But number 2 is Udonis Haslem. Excuse me. Number 2, like I said, it was Udonis. Dude is a stud, and he played, and his knowledge in the business, and giving his knowledge out to other players that were coming into the league and helping them progress and build and to become better and better and better. And they always say the roof is always so high, but you continue growing and growing and growing. He would take his knowledge and pass it on so he could get not only himself better, but the team better and higher and higher and higher. So that is one of the biggest reasons why he went to number 2. So we'll recap my 2 through 10. We'll start at 10, go up to number 2. Then we'll shoot it over to good old Pat and Tim and see what their honorable mentions are. So we'll get right back into it. Number 10 was good old Penny Hardaway. Number 9 was Alonzo Mourning. Number 8 was Ray Allen. Number 7 was Chris Bosh. Number 6 was Shaquille O'Neal. At 5 was Bam Adebayo. Number 4 was Jimmy Butler. Number 3 was Mario Chalmers. Number 2 was Udonis Haslam. There you have it, my 2 through 10. Pat, Tim, let's take it away with you two to see what your honorable mentions are.
Out of all teams to give 3 players from the Miami Heat, luckily, I like some. Number 3 would be Norris Cole, point guard. Electric. He's just fun to watch. Number 2, the all-time great, Dwayne Wade. And number 1, I like him wherever he goes. Love him, actually. Jimmy Butler.
Boys, thank you for dropping in and spending some time with me to give me your top 3, your not even really a top 3, but your honorable mentions, your 3 honorable mentions that you put in. And I do appreciate you all spending your time with me on Fridays. But other than that, I do appreciate it. We'll get right into it. At number 1. Number 1. I know 9 times out of 10 you already know who this is going to be. But it is none other than, drum roll please, jersey number 3. Come on down, because you have been chosen at the number 1 spot, Dwayne Wade. The crowd goes wild. Dwayne Wade at number 1. Yes, I'm sorry. Dwayne Wade was phenomenal. He was a beast. He was a stud. He was great. I loved having him on Miami Heat, and I'm so glad that we had him when he retired. And I'm not saying that you can't retire at another team because it does happen. But honestly, it was so awesome to see him come back to Miami and finish out his career there. So, Dwayne Wade, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate it. I feel like your game was a lot of like Kobe Bryant, and it was really fun watching you on the court. So thank you. But there you go, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. That is my top 10 of the Miami Heat players. Next week it'll be another sport of my favorite team. I don't know which one I'm going to go with, but there's always baseball, soccer, football. There's hockey, things like that. So I will be shooting those out. Don't forget, you can follow the Fresh Takes podcast on good old Twitter, X, aka Twitter. Sorry, had that backwards. But yeah, show the good old X. Don't forget you can follow us on the X, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. And you can always watch our videos and follow us on YouTube. Don't forget, if we get to 100 subscribers, one of the lucky fans of the subscribers will be randomly chosen and receive a gift from yours truly, the Fresh Takes podcast. Don't forget, you can listen to us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify Podcasts. I want to say thank you again for spending your Friday or Saturday or whatever day you want to watch this video, but Friday when it drops, I want to say thank you again from the bottom of my heart, spending the time with me to hear me out. Other than that, you can catch me on Tuesdays with the Fresh Takes podcast with none other than Pat and Tim. Other than that, this is Tank signing off, and I'll see you all later. Peace.